In Jamaica, 80% of crime which is committed is done so by small arms and light weapons. Salient, we recognize that it was a perfect fit in terms of our continued commitment and assistance to the Government of Jamaica as it relates to its national priorities. This was done through a dynamic approach and strategy. One, looking at a legislative review in terms of the firearms or creating strategies and policies. Two, strengthening and enhancing capacities of our technical officers. And then also we did a myriad of capacity strengthening sessions with our educators and youth.
Our partnership with the UNDP and the UNLIREC through the SALIENT project has been very fruitful for the Ministry of National Security. Firearm regulation is a big ticket item for us. This project has really helped to bring a lot of structure to how we manage the issue of firearms internally, increase our marking standards and our rules just governing the handling and storage and safekeeping of firearms and ammunition.
As part of this lead implementation agency role of UNDP, we supported the overall drive towards achieving the results under various pillars of the program. UNDP also took charge in leading results under a couple of key activities. One being the ratification by Jamaica of the Regional Convention on the phase-out and the combating of the trade and the movement of illegal weapons and arms, but also national regulations to that end. The second thing was really these violence audits, the first ever violence audits in Jamaica in some of the key hotspot communities where we're seeing a lot of this violence. And that was really to look at the root causes of what's at the base of this violence, trying to engage at the community level with the community stakeholders towards community empowerment and addressing some of these root causes of this challenge.
UNODC has been involved in Project Salient since the very beginning. We have been organizing trainings on detection, investigation, and some specialized ones, as for instance the investigation of firearms trafficking in the dark web. We have also been involved in legislative review. We wanted to support the country. We have as well tried to promote the data collection in Jamaica and the information sharing. From this point of view, Jamaica has become more active into the consecution of the SDG 16.4.2. So overall, I would say it was a cornerstone for Jamaica and something that I think will be very useful in the future to enhance the capacities of Jamaica.
Our biggest achievement was being able to work both with students and educators in order to create a more peaceful and inclusive school environment. And we see that already. Capacities of teachers were strengthened and they're able to work better with their students. And at the same time, in the mentoring sessions that we've been doing with the students, we see how they've been able to manage their anger, they're able to work better as a team, and they feel more confident in being champions of peace in their schools.
I think one of the greatest things that we have as the UN globally and in Jamaica in particular is the fact that we have all these different agencies all bringing to board the different mandates and capacities and competencies. And when you're dealing with programs such as Salient, it was important that we bring into play all this expertise, the specializations that each one of these agencies bring. And we see that this has worked very well. So because this expertise has complemented each other, working also very closely with our national partners to bring or achieve the results that we set out to achieve. And this is exemplified by the fact that Salient was extended, largely because good results were achieved and we delivered products and outputs which have been appreciated not just by ourselves as the UN, but also our national partners, which for us is more important. So for us, partnership is the way to go. We'll do it now and do it forever.
So the integrated approach has been very helpful in that way because the project really pulled together all of these partners together at the table, exposed them to global practices, global standards, and challenged us to really pull together a robust framework. In fact, we have the Caribbean Firearms Roadmap that has come out of this partnership, which is a long-term plan that puts us on a path to really close the loop on firearm regulations.
The Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth and Information is extremely grateful for the partnership under the SALIENT project. We would have benefited as a ministry tremendously from the activities. Our Kingston High School students were exposed to peace building activities. These children now are speaking peace, living peace. We would have equipped them with skills. I hear parents saying they have taken the skills home and utilizing it with their own siblings and family members. We're also grateful for the fact that we would have developed a protocol document to treat with the prevention, management and response to firearm violence, firearm incidents in schools. And so we are celebrating the strength of our nation's children too, and recognizing that they themselves as students can be change agents in this process of peace building, of moving away from a subculture that glorifies violence. Thanks to the SALIENT project phases 1 and 2 for their excellent partnership.